Y'all, I'm really only doing this because I like y'all a little bit. Okay. I'm really only doing this because I like y'all a little bit. And I can't afford to like not put out nothing because it's really nothing to put out. So I figured since it's nothing to talk about and it's nothing to review and it's nothing going on, that I just go on ahead and just do the call in over here for a little yang yang. And you know, it just is what it is. So yeah, that's why we're here. Speaking of, hey Bando, what's good, friend? Child, you always find a way to make it up around here. How you do? Why you ain't down to the church house? Listen to me. Like I'm asking you why you ain't down to the church house like I'm there. Well, I'm taking a break. Okay. That's my excuse. I've been down to the church house since I was a little girl. All right. I'm taking a break. Everybody need a break every once in a while. All right. Now that's my excuse. Why y'all ain't down to the church house on first Sunday? Y'all know it's communion Sunday. Y'all supposed to be somewhere with y'all head coverings, accepting the body and the blood of Christ. But nah, y'all here. Y'all worse the band up. How long is my break for however long I decide to keep my ass here? All right, church area where I go. You understand me? I've been to everybody church house at this point, child. Okay. I've been to everybody church house at this point. Church is here for now. I mean I go, but not like I used to. Anyway, what's good? Y'all know I get started at the 10-minute mark. All right. But while we wait for the folk to pile in, the ushers, why the ushers is allowing the folk to come up in here. What did y'all think about last night's Tad born ass episode? I'm gonna bring y'all up here, maybe one or two at a time, because so it could be a well controlled thing, because it ain't as if it's over on the second channel. And so I really don't care who I bring up there and how many it is, even if it get chaotic. But since we around here down to the main sanctuary and it's a lot of y'all, I don't know who gonna want to come up or say this or say that. So I'm gonna have it more controlled. It's gonna be a more controlled environment since it's around here. What? It is your birthday. It damn sure is. I saw that on Facebook. It damn sure was your birthday. Happy birthday, Bando. Happy birthday, Bando. Happy birthday, Bando. I hope you had a real good weekend. For your birthday and whatever. Don't ain't you a barkeep? So I already know you got lit and toe off your ass as you should. So I get it. I get it. We'll pick up at church next week. We'll pick up at church next week. It's okay. You can watch it on YouTube. You ain't gonna miss it. It ain't like you. It ain't like you gonna miss it. Yeah, y'all shout out Bando for his birthday, honey. You said it was another boring episode. Yes, it was. For no reason. It was boring for no reason. You welcome. He is a Gemini, best sign ever. My birthday was May 28th, and you are happy 63. Well, in fairness, the real Geminis fall in June. But I'll let you have it. All right, I'll let you have it because I love Geminis. So I'll let you have it. My opinion, the best one was in June because my ex was in June. But that's just me. Okay, that's just me. Um, I can't come up today. I'm driving for Uber. Oh, let's all Catherine. May gems are crazy. That June one I had, that was a true twin type thing. Because when you meet him, he seems so normal. and monotone and docile. He seems so harmless. You know what I'm saying? Like he go hug trees or something. But baby, piss him off. That's what attracted me to him. No tea, no shade. It was that sad. I liked that sad more so than I did the nice sad. See, I was young, so I used to always do little shit to piss him off because that was the side of him that I liked. I like the evil side. I ain't like the nice goody goody two shoes. I won't into that one. Keep that one. Like he cute, keep him, but I don't want him. Like I won't, you know, that was me. That's how I did my Gemini. That's why he cheated on me with his ex. But that's fine. I ain't give a damn. They didn't last long anyway. I really didn't care. But because he was a bitch. He really was. And IRL, he was a bitch. So, you wanted to turn up Gemini. Yeah. Pisces sisters and brothers are the best. Yes, we are. Thank you for saying that. I agree, 1010%. But we gonna be nice and let the Geminis have it because I love Gemini. So that's why I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna let them have their season. All right. Now, if it was them Cancers or them Leos or them fuck ass Aquariuses, then whatever. But Gemini's I'm here for. Nah, Sagittarius are. Eh. I mean, I ain't necessarily got no issue with Sagittarius. Sagittarius ain't never did nothing to me per se, but I know a lot of people that are with Sagittarius right now, got babies by Sagittarius right now, married to Sagittarius right now, and it's just like couldn't have been me. But whatever. We 9 minutes in, y'all. So we got a few more seconds, and then I'm gonna drop the link. And then, like I said, I'm gonna allow 1 to 2 of y'all up here at a time to tell me what y'all think. Y'all gonna get the hell on, because I'm more than sure it's gonna be other people that want to say what they got to say about last night's episode. All right, and we ain't gonna be up here talking about no other shit. I ain't talk about no YouTube stuff. I ain't talk about no content creator beef. I ain't talking about none of that crap. Y'all can come up here. We could talk about last night's episode. We could talk about the season, and you could go to hell home. All right, that's what we're gonna do. With this not gonna be messy. Okay, this not gonna be messy. Not too much on Aquarius. It says, girl, Aquarius is okay. Not all of them, just a few. Not all of them, just a few. All right, we hit the 10-minute mark. So first and foremost, y'all make sure to hit up Bando's new song, Run It Back. All right, it is available on all streaming platforms. Since it's his birthday, and y'all want to give him a little present on his birthday, y'all make sure to head over to iTunes or Spotify or wherever. Hit up Bando King's new song, Run It Back. Go on ahead and drop him a little coin. Okay, y'all could do that for my brother for his birthday. All right. So y'all go on ahead and run up Bando King's new song, Run It Back. And tell him I sent y'all. He gonna treat y'all right. And if he don't, let me know. If he don't treat y'all right, let me or Scotty know. Me and Scotty gonna get his ass right together. All right. This episode was so boring you thought you was gonna fall asleep, child. Well, look, I ain't about to belabor the time, girl. I'm about to drop this link. Y'all can come up here. Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all know maybe 1, 2 at a time. And yeah, we'll get it going from there. All right, say what you gotta say for you, Ted, and get out of here. And we're gonna allow other people to come up and say what they gotta say for they take, and they get out of here. All right. And so on and so such. Or if y'all just want to run down on the show and talk about how boring the tad lazy it is, you can do that too. Okay, I ain't got no issue with that. Hold on, let me pin the link. You said Sunny looked like a preemie that never grew into her head. Julia, go to bed, girl. What's going down, friend?
Hey, can you hear
Hey,
me?
boo. Yeah, hold on. A little bit. All right, say something.
Hey,
All right, I hear you. What's good, friend?
I know. I just wanted to come up real quick because I keep missing the live, but I'm finally on time. But I didn't want to say something that the whole thing about this whole Sonny Moses and Destiny thing.
Okay.
At first, I was kind of confused by the whole on why everybody mad part because I remember Moses, but I did remember Moses because he didn't even want to be on the show when he was with Destiny, right?
Nah, he didn't want to be on. Allegedly,
Okay.
he didn't want to be
o-
on.
Okay, so when first heard about it and why she was so mad, I thought they were talking about her ex-husband was with the producer. But then when I was like, oh, it's Moses. So I was just like, okay, so what's the big deal? But what made it a big deal was that Sonny is so defensive
Mhm.
about it because technically she didn't do anything wrong because they wasn't together like that. He was never on the show to like have an impact or make friendship with none of the core four or whatever. So I didn't understand like why everybody was so mad at Sunny until I watched the show, and it's just that she off putting and she is like talking down on Destiny for no reason. And because she's talking down on Destiny, all the millimeters, I hate that name, they going up for it and making it bigger than what it is, in my opinion. And especially that thing where he was like, oh yeah, I had a conversation with Destiny. Oh, wait, what she wear? Like, why you care
Yeah,
what she wear? Cause you know she look better than you. That what that was.
yeah. How did you feel about that? Because that was like really like that was the strangest part to me.
Jealous.
Of what though? That's your husband now.
Cause she know he got a wandering eye. Because when she talk about him, she acting like she bigging him up, but I'm like, you really be reading him.
Yeah,
And yourself. When
yeah.
you be talking about him, so I thought you were just one of the many ones that he flew out, but it don't matter because I'm the one that got chose. I'm like, okay, so you was in that circle of the ones he flew out to, and because you're more
Mm,
beneficial to him, he chose you.
mm.
Destiny was public enemy number one, so she was not beneficial to him.
So wait a minute. You think Sonny could have been one of them hoes he flew at?
Yeah, she keep mentioning it. She mentioned too much. She say it too much. Like, why every time y'all have a thing, you have to say she was a side chick. She didn't get chose. I got chose. So it kind of make it feel like she putting herself in that same category.
Dear me, oh my.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to say, oh yeah, and I also wanted to say, like, I don't understand really why Melanie is still on the show because she don't like nobody. And she also, like you said, it was more enjoyable seeing her on the scene with her real friends instead of having to fake it. And I hate that she in that position, but I understand because the group she started out with was Martell friends, but they are not her. So it's like a weird dynamic to me.
Mm,
And I don't know. Personally, for my piece, I wouldn't even want to be fooled with the show. As long as I got my exec EP check, I would be
okay.
straight. But that, mm, I don't know. The show was just boring to me all the way. I really just watched you and Scotty review, and I finally caught it last night, and I thought how weird that Sunny girl was acting, and she real off putting to
What
me.
do you
I
think
don't
about the
care for her.
newcomer?
Weird. because I saw your review first, and then I caught a replay last night, and I saw what y'all talking about, and I was like, okay, they weird. I didn't even finish the scene. I turned the channel because I was like, I don't understand.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's who you with, girl. But I said, okay, girl, that's who you want.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but then I saw Moses because y'all kept it was my first time really seeing Moses.
Mm.
And y'all kept saying how fine he was. Then I saw him and I was like, I understand. I understand.
Okay, period. That's what. Listen, I would say this. That's one of the things that quiet as it's kept. A lot of the gay male content creators. That's one of the things we all agree on. Honey, Moses is fine, and he ain't shit, but he fine. That's what.
Hmm.
That's one thing we all agreed upon. And there's a lot of other women that agree with it too. Now they ain't gonna admit it, but they do agree with it.
No, no, no. I mean, I agree. I mean, he the type like if you already know how he is. He just for fun. He just for fun, and that's it.
Hmm.
That's it. He's not husband material. Talking about oh yeah, I forgot to wear my ring. No, you
That
didn't.
took me out. Lord Jesus, that took me out.
I said a man will embarrass you.
A quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I said I forgot to wear my ring. I said, oh, girl, okay, girl, you won. Ooh, what a prize. But okay, I'm gonna let somebody else come because my baby done came in here and she gonna start wanting to talk to you too.
Oh,
So,
child. All right,
all
boo.
right, bye.
Bye, baby. Thank you so much, Shonda, for your super chat, baby. Moses still won't. Destiny and Sunny knows it. Ooh. I got the link pinned. If anybody else wants to come up here and run your mouth for me for a quick little second, hit the link, girl, because when it's gone and I end it, it's gone and I ended it. Now I don't want to hear nothing in the comments. You said you just listening this week. You didn't watch the show. Listen, Feisty. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. They finished off with Sunny and Moses. I mean, Destiny and Moses. Then they segued into who was it? Who was it after that? Was it Trisha and Tisha? They went to the gym. Trisha trained Tisha. They bought up Stormy. They bought up Trisha's marriage to Ken. They both decided that they liked each other and they was gonna give each other a chance. And Trisha was gonna go on ahead and train Tisha. Then it went into Stormy inviting Trisha and Leisure Suit down to the Greenleaf Mansion, basically to ask Leisure Suit to be one of her male models for her body glaze. And then when he got there, he tried to pretend and act like he didn't know who Trisha was, which threw the whole dynamic of the scene off. Um, what happened after that? Mello had a little slumber pamper party or whatever with her real damn friends, and the gag is the people said that was the most boringness part of that. That's what the people said, Mello. That's what the people said, Mello. The people said your part was the most boring out of the entire episode. To me, it wasn't, but that's what the people said. Um, They trying to push Mello to get her kitty box away. She goes down this whole spiel about how she. And while I'm waiting for somebody to click the link, let me tell y'all something. Listen, Mello. I forgot to add this in my laugh last night, but I want to tell you this now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Mello. If Leisure Suit was really about that life, he would have whooped that nigga ass down to the damn restaurant, and he did not. All right. So I would have figured from that point, Mello, you would have figured it out and you would have saw what it was from the very beginning. My thing is, do not allow this fuck nigga in a leisure suit and his dirty ass dick keep you to in being scared to move on. Stop acting like you scared, Mello, because you not damn scared. And I already figured that out when we saw your ass on that video finna burn the whole damn house down with all of y'all dumbasses in it. You was finna set you, him, the house, and every damn thing in it slammed to the ground. Burn, gone. So I already know you ain't weak, you ain't no punk, and you ain't scared. Stop running around here with this narrative, Mellow Mellow, and don't you dare allow that nigga who going out here fucking every damn thing in sight, do not allow him to make you feel scared to move the hell on. Quit doing that shit, Mellow Mellow. Quit making you be scared to move the hell on. Fuck that nigga. Move the hell on. Get with a real damn nigga that's gonna whoop his ass. That's what you do. You get with a real damn nigga that's gonna whoop his ass. That's gonna run up on him like, nigga, what's up? That's what you do, Mellow Mellow. That's how you handle niggas like him. But don't you dare make him make you feel scared to move the hell on while he fucking every kitty box plus his whore every damn where he go. And you run around here hollering about you scared, you scared, you scared. Girl, please, it couldn't have been me. Scared of what? He gonna be the one that's scared. That's the way it would have been on my end. It wouldn't have been no I'm scared to move on and I got to think about the person that I'm with and all of this and all that. Let me click this link. My interest has been pink. I got a question. Lord, what's your question, friend? Talking about something you got to think about this, you got to think about that. Girl, think about your coochie and get it beat the hell in and quit playing with us. That's what your friends was trying to tell you. Child, he go too feisty.
Good morning.
Hey, friend, what's this?
I, I I came up to be a little messy. You know, people say I'm messy and fake.
Okay.
Okay, I got some specific questions because I didn't watch the episode, but I seen some of the clips.
Mm.
Let's talk about Stormy. Why of all people was Stormy ask Martell, aka Yabba Dabba Doo, to be her model?
I mean, but why not? And he the easiest person to go to, and he gonna say, yeah, he need the money. What was he gonna do? Say no?
Cause you know what? And keep in mind, I'm not even against the obvious brewing beef between Mel and Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very like eyebrow raising because Stormy prides herself on being like a real ass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And it feel like for the last what 2 seasons, she been like sneak coming at Mel instead of just being like, bitch, I don't like you. I don't like how you move. I don't like some of the stuff you pull. I don't like how your fans keep coming after me and you keep pretending like you don't know what be going on. So I don't fuck with you. You know, I would expect that of a Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so critical of Mel for not being upfront with her feelings towards other people. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't help but look at I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really too much care for Stormy because I feel like Stormy always got a convenient excuse for certain things. I started to like take a little step back from Stormy
Uh,
um when she started feigning mental health. I don't like people who use mental health as an excuse for their actions.
I
I
agree.
don't, I don't really like that. And I don't know if y'all can remember, but Stormy, was in engaging in some of the petty stuff. And then when she would get some of the backlash from the fans, that's when she started talking about all her mental health, history and stuff.
Uh,
But you don't behave like somebody who has anxiety and who has had, bouts of depression and stuff like that. So Stormy be on some sneaky stuff. And again, I'm not even just pinpointing her about the sneaky stuff because quite frankly, they all on the show be on some sneaky stuff. It's just Stormy likes to boast about being so upfront and in your face and direct and I'm gonna say how I feel and
mm,
so it don't look good for somebody who says they a real ass bitch to always be on some sneaky stuff. Cause I feel like that's very intentional to ask of everybody him to be a male model. And
so you
to
think she asked him that to get back a Mellow Mellow, but to get back a Mellow Mellow for what?
I no, that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like there's a tension between the two of them. There's something brewing. And then there's also like a pattern of behavior on her part. And it don't look good that especially after what happened with her mama last season,
Mm,
that now you asking this man to be your male model on it's honestly it's not even a good decision on her part because
mm,
This man literally just got, at the time of filming, he had just got them DV charges.
Yeah,
And
I
the
agree with
majority
that.
and the
I agree with
majority
that.
of your customer base is women.
I
So
agree
it's
with
like,
that.
why are you really doing this? It don't feel like a sound business decision. It feels like a decision rooted in pettiness, and not because, where we're on this show, he's a good looking guy, he has a fan base. Martell don't have enough fan base to bring eyes to your brand.
That's true.
So why him? Because you can get anybody to model for you. Good looking men that like to show off their body come a dime a dozen.
Yeah, because that was my thing to Stormy. I said, well, Stormy, if you wanted to do that, why you ain't ask Moses? He need to earn his keep up here. Why you ain't ask Ken? You
That
know
would
what
have
I'm
been a
saying?
better
Like
choice.
I did say that too. I said like it ain't as if he's the only guy up there that got a nice body, because Moses' body is better and Ken's body is better. And you already got Ken's wife agreeing to do it. So it's just like,
It to me would have been a better choice. I'll say this, because I hate when people make everything about Mel, and I don't necessarily want to make it about her. I'm just noticing a pattern here. It seemed like, like I said, as of late, is
mm,
always some indirect way of her coming at Mel. Like the whole thing with her mama was ridiculous, truthfully. But I would like to know the reason for that decision for choosing Martell. I don't think it's a bad concept. Or if you're making like a new line, not a new line, a new scent that's
mm,
more musky and, more geared towards like a cologne effect that men mostly use.
mm,
I get now trying to incorporate male models so that you could, target it towards men and
mm,
advertise it towards men. But
mm.
why Martell? And I need an explanation that makes sense, because my mind immediately says, oh, you doing this to piss Mel off. Now, I could be wrong. I could be thinking too much into it. But coming on the heels of her mama coming all aggressively at Mel last season, it don't look good that now you asking this man to model for your products after he just got arrested for a DV.
I mean, but is it fair? Okay, we now when you say because it doesn't look good by you being a woman and he just get got that situation for DV,
Yes.
that I'm with you with. But like the other, like I don't know that part. The other part of that just don't connect the dots for me. Like I don't think she asking him has anything necessarily to do with Mel. I don't. Because
I
Stormy
would
has
like to ask the
always
question.
said that whatever her mama issue is with Mel, that's her issues. Cause she ain't got one with Mel. That's what she kept saying. So it's like, can we really put all of that on Stormy as far as that goes, just because her and her mom got into it? And then I mean, I'm just asking. I ain't saying that you're
Me
wrong for
too.
how
No,
you
I think
feel.
these are fair questions. No, I hear you. I think these are fair questions, which is why I said I would like to know why him, considering not only the recent charge, but
Mm,
also the stigma attached to him. Majority of the women who watch this show aren't that big of a fan of Martell.
right.
So I'm asking in terms of a business move. Why him? Because we know that when people are branding, they're very particular. If you're good at it, you're very
Mm,
particular who you associate with your brand. So I would like to know why. But again, I can't help it just being upfront about it. My mind immediately goes, is this like a little sneak this to mail to get under her skin? It could be a reach. It could be. I'm open to that. But I still think it's a fair question to ask.
I'm with it. I'm with the question. Look, I'm not mad. Listen. I already told Stormy she could come around here. She said she want to come around here, so I might just bring her around here, and I asked her that for you.
It's like I said, just thinking of some of the setup for this, because it's like,
Mm,
okay, old girl comes on, they're alluding to, and this lady is saying that you and her are very close, that she done known your husband since y'all were in school, so it's looking like, oh, I brought this girl on that slept with Martell. And then, not to say that that's the case, but that's
mm,
what they're alluding to. That's what the editing and production and whoever is alluding to. Like, they slept together and you kind of knew and you brought her on the show. And
mm.
then also the whole thing with her trying to train Tisha and Tisha not knowing how close you and her are, it looking like you taking a shot at both of them.
I can understand that. I can. No shade. I can understand that.
And if that's true, let's say that idea is factual and that she is like, well, I'm gonna take a shot at both of them, right?
Mm,
I can't help but be critical of her in that sense because she prides herself on being so upfront and real and in your face. And I'll tell you how I feel, and I ain't got to be slick or sneaky about nothing. I'm going to tell you straight up if I don't like you. I'm going to call you and your husband a bitch to your face. Like, that's what Stormy has given. So it
mm.
don't look good for her to be sneak dissing in the background. She ain't the only one doing it, but Stormy always boasts about not being like everybody else on the show.
I get that.
I have to ask the question about that. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes the way Stormy moves is very questionable to me. And I
Mm,
know a lot of people think that a lot of people don't like her because of the situation with Mel, but I'm somebody who pays attention to mannerisms.
mm,
And the thing for me that kind of made me just kind of side eye her from the very beginning, because I actually really liked her. And I
mm,
thought she got a bad rap. I'm from the country. I know what it's like to be from a small town to have accent. So I'm always gonna root for the girls who everybody automatically underestimates because you talk a certain way. That is
mm.
not a measure of my intelligence. Vernacular and accents does not determine education or
Right. It
intelligence.
doesn't.
So I
Mm,
was rooting for Stormy from day one, but I didn't like the fact that whenever people hold Stormy to task when she first joined the show, she would always talk about mental health. I didn't think that was okay. And you can't use your mental health as an excuse. It feels manipulative, and I don't like when people are manipulative as opposed to just being grown and allowing themselves to be held accountable for their actions. And some of the stuff that she's done since then is kind of very like, okay, now Stormy girl, what's the reason for that?
I get you, friend.
I have a question because I need to play catch up. Overall, are you enjoying the new season or is it kind of like, ugh,
It's
okay?
and it's only because I feel like he was in such a rush to like get the mess, and
Hmm.
it's just like, what do you have for the rest of the season? Like, what are we going to be looking at, and what are we going to have to look forward to? The girls' trip, because the two biggest things really done got out of the way for right now, and then you got the girls' trip, and then what's next after this? Maurice getting a DUI. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I don't see what the rest of the season is gonna hold or entail that's gonna make us want to, because we're already complaining, and this is episode 5.
You know what? It's interesting. Because I said I saw some of the clips and some of the commentary about the episode. I was surprised to see quite a few people last night mention missing Tiffany in the scenes because they felt like Tiffany would have asked certain questions that needed to be asked in those moments. I was
She would have,
surprised to see that.
but they got a point though. She would have, as messy as we said Tiffany was. She would have stuck it to Trish. She would that I would I guarantee you, had Tiffany been there, she definitely would have stuck it to Trish, and it would have been a clash between Tiff and Trish. That's what it would have been.
I think she would have done the same to Sonny and Moses too if she had
Yep,
gotten a chance to get in the same room with them. I think
yep.
she would have asked certain questions that the rest of the ladies on the cast have not asked, which is why I never understood the strong dislike for Tiffany. Like I understood why some people were annoyed with Tiffany, but I think a lot of people would have embraced Tiffany more if they understood her purpose. Tiffany was production's plan. Tiffany was the person who production would say, "Go ask this question," and she would happily do it in those scenes and stuff. I think if people, would have understood her mission in those scenes, they would have been like, "Oh, okay, that's just Tiffany doing what they told her to." She was doing her job.
I mean, maybe, but I will say this for Tiffany: if you're going to play the part of the bone carrier, you better be able to have a backbone and deal with what comes
Yes,
with it,
that
because
is very
everybody that's the
true.
bone carrier is going to deal with that.
They gonna deal with it. You gotta have thick skin. See, and
Yep.
that's the thing too, because a lot of these shows, everybody want to be the bone carrier, but they don't be prepared to get confronted by it. And you
Nope.
really have to be unbothered. Like, child, you can get over it. You'll be all right. You really gotta be prepared for people to throw some shots your way and be like, oh, okay.
Look at Sheree. As much as we talk about her, she ain't had no problems with standing in it.
And for a long time, Carly Red, I actually think Carly
Yeah,
Red was a way better bone carrier than Sheree. Carly
I
Red
agree.
would get no scenes, stir stuff up,
Yeah,
bring people on,
yeah,
ask a bunch of invasive questions,
yeah,
and be like, "Oh, it's all love. You know, I love you, friend."
yeah, yeah. Ooh, Carly Red is a perfect example. I agree with that
Oh, you got Nola backstage.
one. No, like, I know, girl. All right, I said I was gonna bring y'all on one at a time.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna drop in because I ain't even watched the episode. I just had that one question. But
Okay, boo.
I'm listening. I am. I'm listening because I probably ain't gonna watch it. I'm gonna just listen to what y'all got to say about it.
All right, boo boo.
Bye, T.
Bye, babe. Yeah, I told y'all I was finna bring y'all on one at a time since I was bringing it over here. It could be a more controlled environment. I'm gonna get to, DD from A&M. Get your ass up here, girl. If this is who I think it is from A&M. Deeters.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, baby.
Oh, child, baby. I thought I was watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs last night, child.
Why you say that?
Because, baby, it was boring. It was boring. It started off with the Golden Girls and the pajama brunch, and they trying to encourage me. Mel do not want to be bothered with nobody right now. Like she just dealt with Martell through the whole Obama administration. Like that girl need a break. That girl need a break. But let me get the Sunny real quick.
Okay.
First of all, what kind of woman ask a man after he just had a talk with his ex? The first thing come out your mouth is, "What does she have on?"
Hmm.
Destiny could have came in there with a London fog and some lingerie up under there. Baby, you wasn't there to see it, so why does it matter?
Right.
You weren't there. And somebody in Huntsville should have pressed them roots down two
Oh
of
God.
Sonny's because I'm tired of it and I want her to go to Lane Bryant because they got one in every city. They got one. I want her to go get fitted for A Brock. Victoria's Secret. No, 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 baby. You need to go to Lane Bryant to pull them jugs up because, baby, you sagging. You sagging. A real lady don't sag. Moses, tell your wife her titties sagging.
I don't know, baby. He like them saggy titties. That's why
Well,
she.
I guess he do. And she ain't had no child yet. Ooh, child.
Ooh, allegedly, because then they say she was pregnant or supposed to be pregnant or was trying to get pregnant.
Oh, well, maybe that's it, but okay. Well, yeah, that's really it. I mean, the show didn't really like Trish. Girl, no, no, no. I'm like, you know what? It's more people in Huntsville. I swear it is. Black business owners, but man, they don't want to come on this show.
And I don't blame them.
They don't want to come on this show because I'm telling you, they are not the people to get in their DMs, okay?
Mhm.
Because they will shake the foundation. So yeah, I really think that LAMH has really run its course. I really hope this is the last season. And I love them to death because, we all went to the same university, but it's like they've given us everything there is to give or
Mhm.
not give. Like they've done everything, we've seen everything. I mean, the only last straw is to bring Wanda back, bring Wanda J. Blige back, and just let her argue with Marceau. And I guarantee you, that episode would be a whole lot better than these past five
It
of
sure
this
would.
season.
It
Let
sure
her and
would.
Marceau go back and forth for the whole hour. Let them go back and forth and drag each other and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people, can say what they want to about Tisha and Marceau, but baby, he got to love Tisha to deal with Wanda. Because baby, I love Miss Wanda, but baby, she a handful, child.
Yeah, she could be a
Oh,
real handful.
baby, she a handful, baby. So, I mean, most men would have been like, "Hey, T, man, I gotta go." But Marceau, he been in there with her since George Bush was in office. So,
I'm dead.
whoo, all the way through Sleepy Joe, and through, and hopefully through Sleepy Joe again. Because if Trump get back in, He gonna try to put us in the field.
Oh, child.
Oh, but yeah, Carlos, baby, if you ain't gonna revamp this show, baby, just
Let it
cut
go.
cut it. I mean, because it's like old dry wig.
Hmm.
Old dry stale wig is what it's giving. And if they don't put Wonder back on, like, I mean, it's just giving raisin potato salad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Carlos, baby, you need to work some magic. You need to find a stripper or something. I mean,
Not a
what
stripper.
c- I don't know what can help this show. I mean, do they need to bring a pastor? They need a pastor on the show. Do you think maybe that would help?
I
Nice pastor
would
and first
honestly
lady.
think, listen, because they're bringing in new people and it's still boring. I don't know if it's the people that they're bringing in or whether it's the people that they're still keeping. I do feel like a major cash shakeup need to happen, whichever way it goes.
Yeah, they can if they do reboot, man, they got to keep Marceau, man. Like do something like the be messy and something. You know what I'm saying? Because he is good TV. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, they can stay at the house.
So you'll be
I mean,
fine with Mel, Tisha, and Marceau, and then maybe like two new couples.
yeah. hmm I would,
Okay.
cause you know, everybody always gotta have that Mel and Marceau argument. Like I know it's coming up, which I mean I really don't like it, but it makes good TV and
Mm,
it's funny when they
mm.
sit and read each other down and so it is what it is. But I don't know what else can help this show. But last night it was a snooze fest. Like it was Carlos, baby, you need to get it together before you try to branch out to any other city. Fix Huntsville first, and if you can't fix Huntsville, then you need to shut it down, like the fire
Agreed.
marshal shut down a two-pack club. So
Agreed.
yeah, it's tied and through now and then, and then content creators have made this show not fun either by doxing people and um
Mhm,
in folks inbox and
mhm.
popping up at folks bit y'all got to stop and researching folks grandmamas and mamas and if they got a mug shot from 2006, who cares?
Right. I
Like,
agree.
who cares? Like, it's not benefiting you in any way. Like, what are you gonna do with it? It's not like they working for you. So why is you running background checks and doing all this rigmarole for some strangers that you'll probably never cross paths with in life?
I agree.
So, I mean, this show is just of obsession, lies, side men, side women. It's just too much. It's tired. And I'm
Child.
gone. I'm gonna drop down and let Nola come up or
All
whoever
right,
got
baby.
come up. All right, T.
All right, Pooh. Child. What's good, friend?
Hey, friend, I see you put that gots to be on that wig today because it was playing slip and slide on your head yesterday, just betraying you, friend. I ain't appreciate it.
Well, I was paying homage to Saint. Cause you saw how that shit was sitting on her head last night. I know you saw it, Nola.
Now, listen, I'm going to just say this about Hook 'em Down Huntsville. Go ahead and just get it up off our TV. We 5 episodes in, and the only thing we know about Moses and Sonny and Destiny is that they beefing with each other. And that to
Yeah.
me is not just their problem, it's the problem of the show. Like, I get it, girl. Sonny was your producer all up in your face, and then she let the man that you was with slide in between her legs and then her butt and bend her over and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mhm.
I get it, y'all could be if you feel some type of way. I do feel like I kind of don't think it's I don't care about really Sunny at all. But I kind of don't feel like it's fair for people to say, oh, is this why Destiny wasn't given on the show because Sunny was her producer and she was messing her man? I kind of don't feel like that's a right label to give Sonny, because even when we saw in the reunion, Kimmy was like, it's like pulling teeth to fill a scene with you. When we saw that on the reunion, when Carlos addressed her not wanting to give up anything about her real life. So I don't think we could blame that on Sonny. I think that was a destiny thing. For whatever reason, she didn't want to say certain things or film certain things. I don't think we could blame that on Sonny, but she definitely nasty, because I wouldn't want to. I don't want to be with nobody who I know somebody been with them. Like, I don't
Right.
even gotta be cool with you like that, like that. But if we had a decent conversation, I'm just not
Mm-hmm.
about to mess with nothing that been messing with you. Like, that's just how I
Mm-hmm.
feel. So for that girl, you trifling, and whatever destiny give you, she give you. And that's how I feel about it. Um as far as the whole show, I sit through the whole show away. I'm just gonna be honest, and y'all gonna be mad at me, but I don't even care. Y'all girl Mel is boring. I know she was sitting up there with her real friend, but the truth of the matter is, if y'all think Mel ain't getting her back blowed out, she is. She just don't want to put it on this show. She don't want to put it in the atmosphere, and I can understand why. I wouldn't want to do that either. The minute people found out that she was supposedly, or people thought she was supposedly dating a little Walmart skip scanner man. Baby, he was brother-in-law and this, that, and the third, with a relationship wasn't even confirmed. Martell around here dragging a man. So if I did have a man, I play it just like her. I'm not ready to be with nobody. I'm not ready to do this. I'm not ready to do that. She getting that back, bro. And Mel glowing too good. She living a good life. She got her collection going with Jay Bolin. I would like to see her do her real life, but I also understand why she does not bring her real life on this TV, because that man is a nutcase. He's a nutcase. She can't put everything that she's doing out there. Like, she just can't. And that's the sad part about it. But that's all I really got to say about Mel. I like Mel. I don't go for all of the extraness, but that's just not my personality. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I like Mel. I think she's a nice person. I think we would get a lot more from her if the situation wasn't what it was between her and that man that she used to be married to, that needs to be somewhere where, with a jacket of love and self-love, that makes him give himself a hug and a padded wall. That's where he needs to be. Him and his menthol smoking mama that smoke out of every orifice in her body, because she have to be crazy to think that he's a good man, a good father, or anything else. So put him and his mom in a paddy wagon and lock them up together. Tisha and Marceau, I'm over it. They don't give transparency. I know that's your husband and your sister wife, but the fact of the matter is, I don't want to sit and hear Marceau talk about Martell. No, I don't want to hear about the cheating, because at the end of the day, Tisha can say, "Bring me receipts." And we found out that Martell gave her receipts at the last reunion when he sent her the actual receipt for whatever Mercedes Marceau allegedly bought his woman, and she was like, "Oh, that." So no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? When he was getting booty pictures and liking them before iPhone had the feature, so she had the receipts. She don't care about the receipts. So I'm not saying they need to bring that, but I don't want to hear him talking about Martell and his wrongs. I don't want to hear her talking about Martell, Mel, none of that. Like, why we ain't hearing nothing about the Zen Gardens lawsuit? Why are we not hearing about the rocks of Gibraltar? Have they been moved off of Scott Manor or not? Because at this point, it's taking longer than the chateau. What's going on there?
I'm not mad with you, Nola. You
And
got a
like,
point.
what else do you have going on?
Yeah, you got a point. And we all, you ain't even got to say Kimmy and Maurice. You ain't even got to say them, honey. Like,
I I I would I would rather put Elmer's glue in my hand like I used to when I was a kid and peel it off overly repeatedly. I would rather do that upon my whole house and have to peel the glue off my walls than to watch Kimmy and Maurice. It's dry and boring, just like that sex they not having and the coochie that's not getting wet for him, because he's not entertaining to her, and he just ain't got it with his butterball looking at. That's just, I mean, I'm not trying to just tear these people down, but I would appreciate if we see what's really going on. Like the truth, like Kimmy tell the truth. My cooch not getting wet for you because you a rabbit humper
ooh,
and you not pleasing me. You're not serving me. This sex only serves you. It's not good. With a woman, you can't just tell us, "Oh, I want to do you." Like sometimes we have them moods where, like, "Oh yeah, give me a little quickie right quick," but that ain't all the time. You got the,
mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? You got the finesse. Sometimes it start with that good morning text.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm
I
saying? You're
agree.
not finessing
I
your wife.
agree.
It's all about your needs. When you make sex become a chore for us, we don't want to do it, and my body is gonna reject it. Her body rejecting you because you ain't shit.
Oh,
And whoever this new lady is that they done brought up here on our TV talk about Martell, girl, I'm gonna need you to go ahead. Why are you even on this screen? Because I would not be pressed that Martell act like he knew who I was, didn't
right.
know who I was. Because if he act like he knew who I was, I would be around here like ain't nowhere in here. I don't know that man, girl. That's
That
just how I
part.
would be. Like I would have sat there and like I didn't know him. I would be ashamed, embarrassed that I ever knew anybody
Hmm.
who knew him. I would be ashamed that I knew anybody in his bloodline.
Hmm. I
As
agree.
far as Stormy, I don't really have no issue with Stormy as far as who she does business. She can put up there whoever she want to model for her business, take investments in her business, use products for her business, whatever, whatever. I feel to me, what I feel is wrong. Um, when majority of your clientele is women, I don't think you should put somebody who disrespects women, who
I agree.
treat women like they're subservient to them, who feels like he can call a woman a peasant, even though I don't like his peasant, his less than a tip. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that was a good thing. I don't think you should put a known liar on top of that. And on top of that, being a business savvy person, he couldn't even advertise his own stuff. Because where's them hoochie daddy suits?
Yeah, what are they?
Honestly, the only thing he ever said about his wine is that 13.5. He
And
can't even
did he say he had a sock line coming too? A sock line, a tat line, or something like that?
no.
Once upon a
He
time,
always
he's
got
supposed to have
something
something
coming,
like
but
that. We
it
ain't see that
never
either.
exactly. So I mean, I don't know how that's going to be good for your brand, but it is what it is. And Sonny, you keep running around here talking about you the wife, but you more starched and pressed than a pair of Jabot jeans in the 90s.
Lord, not your boy. And your husband walk around here not wearing his wedding ring. Did y'all just get married? He already not wearing his ring? Lord Jesus.
Well, before you married him, you admitted to everybody that he had more women. He had more women. Moses had a lot of women when we got together, and that made you feel like he was gonna be a good husband. Girl, gone. So I just feel like, is it no other people in Huntsville? No, I don't want Wanda back. Wanda got a level of ignorance that I just can't deal with and can't tolerate. And I used to love Wanda. But when you go so far as to say you got a picture of a man that looked like a baby from in utero and they look alike, like that was a bit much for me.
I could imagine.
That was a bit much for me. That baby look just like that man. Talking about, because you say you wasn't talking about Sugar Mama, you was talking about the other baby, but the other
Uh,
baby wasn't never even born. So the ultrasound picture looked just like that man. That man must be ugly because all ultrasound pictures is ugly.
I'm screaming.
So no, I just feel like either like scrap everybody if they're not gonna give their real life, or scrap the whole show. Like I get it, they got to have banter and issues with each other, but what else at this point? I'm tired of seeing them just argue with each other and we don't know nothing about their actual lives. And I'm only want to know what y'all introduced to us. Y'all introduced to us Scott Manor. Where is it?
I agree. I agree.
Destiny. We know you don't have no Madani no more, but what happened to your candle line, B? What happened to it? I ain't heard about that yet. Why is you not on here dragging the chicken man? If you did everything right, if you did everything right, why are you not dragging the chicken man for having you arrested? Why are you not talking about, I got the messages, I got the receipts where he told me I could get this light bill, this water bill, and this gas bill in his name. Now he trying to play.
I
Or even if
agree.
you don't want
I
to talk
agree with
about
that.
that, why are you not talking about why we're not seeing you start the process of doing your YouTube channel or whatever it is you may have going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let the people know, that your candles are successful, or that, like, why we not talking about it? I want to hear about your business just as much as I hear about Seven Heaven. That's not the name of that business. Seven
Seventh
Avenue.
Avenue.
Yeah. I be messing up names, but that's it. That's all I got. I just really wish either show us the real lives outside of what y'all got going on with beefing with each other, or
Mhm.
don't show us nothing at all. Because at this point, some of these beefs is how many seasons old?
Okay, first season
The,
old. Be clear.
the, the beefs for reality TV in as many seasons as they are, the beefs about to retire and get AARP and Social Security checks at this
I'm dead.
point. I'm over. But but that's it. That's all I got, friend.
All right, baby. Thank you for coming. Let's see who we got back here. We got Miss Lola. What's
Hi.
up, Miss Lola?
Hey,
How you doing, boo?
I'm doing good. Hey, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday so far.
That
So,
part.
this dang on episode, baby, it was just tired, dry, and laid to the side. I was like, Carlos, you need to go back to the drawing board. I think Carlos was so focused on bringing so much drama to the show that it kind of took a turn somewhere,
Hmm.
and he needs to get it back into gear. At
Hmm.
this point, okay, I was excited about the Sunny, Moses, and Destiny drama. I thought it was going to be interesting. But after hearing it all, hearing her side, his side, Sunny's side, I'm like, okay, I'm over it now. Um,
Hmm.
I am going to say Sunny and Moses was absolutely wrong about how they did things. But now they're married, and it's like, Destiny, you can speak your feelings, but at some point, you got to let it go now because there's nothing there.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
it's okay to move on. You have other things going on in your life that you need to worry about. You shouldn't even care about them too anymore. Let their karma come to them. It'll come.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm tired of that. So I don't want to hear about that no more. I'm over it. Now, if there was married and it happened, it'll be different. We probably focus on it a little bit more. But since there wasn't, it's like, okay, he wrong. Let it go. The whole Marcel, Tisha, Kimmy, Maurice, Lord Jesus. I don't know what to say about them anymore. I'm like, what are we doing?
Child, I don't even know no more.
I think so many, it's like all of them are trying to solidify them as the head person in charge of the show that is coming to a point where it's no longer interesting. Like, you guys are doing too much and it seemed fake and try to like put together.
Hmm.
The whole Mel and her friends scene, that was boring. I like Mel, but it was boring. I could have did without the scene.
That's interesting because you're not the only person that liked Mel who also said they was real bored by that. And I was shocked because I actually liked the scene. I didn't think it was the most boring part of the episode. And
No, it wasn't the
coming
most
from me.
boring part, but I could have did without the scene. Okay, the only thing I felt like I was like, yeah, I'm with that, is when the girl, I don't know her name, but the main one that was talking, when she said it's now to a point where people, both the people who are friends with you and him, your mutual friends, do have to pick a side now.
Mm,
I can understand that only because the situation is more than just they arguing back and forth. It has taken a bad turn. Now it's time for you guys to really make a decision. It's either you're going to be cool with her or you're going to be cool with him. It
mm,
comes to that point. People like to say you can't make people choose who to be friends with. But at some point, unfortunately, depending on the situation, you have to.
yeah,
It's
I can
getting
listen.
real uncomfortable. You guys are continuously asking her questions, and you guys are telling, well, I can understand why you did that, but I feel bad that, you did that to him. And it's like, what? You're not in my shoes. Like, until you go through something like that, you can't continuously say you feel bad because you feel like he's a good guy, quote unquote. So yeah, I could get with that. But as far as the whole scene, I wanted something else. I like the fact that she do stuff for her friends, though. That's cute. But I could have did without it. I was okay. I could have did without it. When we come to Stormy, now I like Stormy, but I will say it seems like Stormy doesn't have like a storyline for herself, and that she's just trying to be a part of everyone else's storyline.
Okay, okay,
Um,
I can see how you can come to that.
Yeah, I like that she's no business savvy. She does a lot of promotions and stuff, and I want her to stick to that. But the whole scene with her, I can't, her name Leticia, whatever, strong faced lady, and Martell, tight suit wearing behind. I was like, what is this? This was the, did you guys just go call each other like we're gonna make a scene together? What is this? Her and Martell don't even seem like they're good friends for real. Stormy and Martell. It was given awkward because Martell seemed like he wanted to say no to the
Yeah,
modeling, but he said yes.
yeah.
So it was off. I'm like, what is, I was like, what is this? Then the music choice that was playing during the scene. I'm like, Carlos, what the fuck is this?
And then Stormy's facial expressions like said a lot for me because she kind of looked shocked, like, okay, yeah, this is some weird ass shit. Like both of y'all just made it real weird. Like, what's T? But she couldn't say that. But you could
Right.
tell on the look of her face, she wanted to be like, nah, for real. Like, what's going on? Because it did get
Correct.
really weird.
It was weird as hell. I was like, what is going on in this scene? Unless there was chopping and screwing pieces stuff together,
They had to have.
it was
They had to have.
weird. And I could have did without the scene. I would like for them to come to a conclusion, and it's either they're gonna keep Martell and try to change stuff up and make it a little bit better, or get rid of Martell. It's time for Carlos to make that choice. I would like to see, honestly, I did like the core six. I really did. Martell kind of messed it up. Martell can go and they can ask someone else, but Destiny could go back where she came from. I'm sorry, I like Destiny, but TV is not for her. You know how TV is not for everyone.
Mm.
And it's just not for her. Stormy, she ain't got nothing to give. I'm sorry.
Cause I love Stormy. I do. I think she's real sweet, but her scenes, it do be dull. It be
It
real dull.
is. It is. Now the scene that's gonna come next episode. To me, I'm like, okay, you guys, this happened how long ago? Now you guys are deciding to address the whole pill thing. This
Right.
is like y'all
And
didn't
man,
address this
birthday.
after it happened. Like even at the reunion, she said it. You kind of brushed past what she said and didn't even care. Now it's an issue.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, T. I'm just like at this point, I'm like, what are we doing?
What do you
They need
think
to
the issue
revamp.
gonna be between Tisha and Nell? Because
I don't
people are confused
know.
about that too.
I was very confused. I was like, okay, Tisha, again, like I stated in the beginning, I feel like they're all trying to solidify themselves as the head person of the show. That they're starting to do a little too much.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like Nell, why you at her party? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you coming to someone's party that you don't like? And please stop saying production. You guys can decline a scene.
So, and they have, just like they declined to go to the podcast. That was the scene.
Exactly. You guys can decline. So this whole production forcing this, I don't believe it. You guys can decline something that makes you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm trying to stick around and give them the view to see, hopefully, maybe. But I don't know. It seems like this season is a little going downhill, and I think it's going downhill because they added too much to Sunny situation. I don't care for the millimeters. Some of them just do too much. The millimeter situation, because as much as they don't like them, they do bring the views because they love Melody. So they
Mm-hmm.
do bring the views. And then now this Nell Tisha. I'm going to try to stick around and see what happens as it goes on. But at this point, they could go ahead and trash the whole thing and go back and redo it again.
I agree at this point.
Very much at this point. I'm glad I haven't seen none of Miss Betty because I was hoping I didn't see her this season. I was over her too. So thank God we haven't seen her. I don't want to see her.
I wouldn't mind the parents if they wasn't so heavily invested. Like if they was
Correct.
arguing with another parent, I would love to see Mama Betty and Miss Wanda go head to head. Oh, that'll be the funniest shit on earth to me.
Now that you mentioned that, T, isn't it kind of funny how they didn't have anything to say about their daughters talking about one another? Tisha
Yeah,
called Stormy a pillhead. Miss Betty had absolutely nothing to say on that stage.
I agree. I
Stormy
do agree.
said that Tisha was being a copycat, and she went on a whole interview and said she could have sued Tisha if she wanted to for copying her stuff. Miss Wanda never said a peep. But every time I turn around, Miss Wanda talking about Mel. I'm like, okay, what's the problem, Wanda? Because you said is you was defending your child. Now I've seen other persons they talking about your child. Why haven't you said anything to that person?
That's a good point, friend. I can't disagree with
Okay.
that. That's a good
That's
point.
all
I
I'm
can't
saying.
disagree.
As much as people like to act like, and I never like to call any one of those ladies on the show jealous. I don't think they're jealous of one another. I just think there is a clear competition of who is doing the most, I guess, who got more going on. But when it comes to Wanda and the Melody and Tisha thing, I think there's a clear jealousy on Wanda's part, not Tisha. That's
Okay, I can
I could
accept that.
that, but I don't see like within the women, I don't see jealousy with them. I just see competition a lot, but not jealousy with them.
I can accept that.
So, but that's all I had to say, T Chad. I can't believe they aired this goddamn episode like they did yesterday and
I
thought it was
can't either.
given. Ain't no way they sat in that room, reviewed it, and say, "Yup, this good for TV." Ain't no way.
Ain't no they gonna see these reviews. You know they look.
They looking at it's been going downhill.
Hmm.
So they better start backpedaling like they did last season when everything was chaos and they had to get them all together, do a meeting and get them back to being kumbaya again.
I agree. I
But
totally agree.
but child, that's all I got to say. I
All
hope
right,
it gets
baby.
better. I really like them. I want to see these. It's black people doing. They are entrepreneurs. They have
Mhm.
businesses. They're builders. That's a good thing to see. And speaking of
Yeah,
builders, Martel, go get your builder's license,
I
please.
wish
Go do
she
that.
would. I wish she would. Then he'll have a steady income. He wouldn't even have to worry about this show.
Right. And I'm like, Martell, like as much as I dislike the stuff that you did, I did have hope that you were gonna prevail and come through. And then you
Me
went and
too.
did some stupid ish and you
Yeah.
sit around and you joke about it on live with your raggedy other ain't shit friend. And I'm like, you shouldn't even want to do that. That's your kid's mother. People are going to be able to pull this up later on and view this. Like, what are you doing? Jesus, I be trying to give these people an opportunity to prove us wrong.
I get it. Me too. I wanted the same Felicia Sue too. I did when this first happened. I said, you know what? Maybe he'll use this to rebrand himself, come back, and while people may still feel away, people will come around because they'll see that he's trying. He's not.
Right,
I think he just gave up on trying, and he's just like, y'all figure this is what I'm gonna be, so this is just what I'm gonna be. That ain't the way to
right.
do it.
It's not. And then I always say this, no matter how many times we, the people, may dislike something you did, there's other people that still love you. There's women that still
Mhm.
going to give you a chance. You see business still come to you. So by you wanting to continue to be like, oh, well, she was a cheater too. I got to talk about how she cheated. You can let it go, sir. It's okay. It happens.
Yes.
It's life.
I agree.
So it is like he made the situation 20 times worse. You know, his favorite number is 20, 20
20,
times worse.
20 times.
So I just don't know, baby. I'm like, Lord, just let it go, please, so we can move on. Leave that lady alone.
Yes.
And I agree with Nola. She is definitely getting her back blown out. But I wouldn't say who from neither because the man is crazy.
Child, he
So
ain't
I
that damn
agree.
crazy. She just ain't met nobody that's willing to go there yet. Couldn't have
That's
been
what
my
it is
daddy.
too.
That's for sure. Child, she met my daddy. Yeah, all right.
That's for sure too. That I ain't gonna. You see, what's the buddy name? That's with the Leticia girl. You see, he like, listen. I know you married, y'all separated, but I'm sticking by you. I don't care what kind of baggage you come with. I'm with it.
Right.
Oh, that scene had me cracking up. I said, "Not y'all. Wait a minute."
I'm screaming, child.
But yes, but let me get off so I can let somebody else on. But you
All
guys
right,
have a
bro.
great Sunday. I'll be down at the bottom.
All right, you too, baby.
All right, boo.
All right, boo. Child, I don't reach my hour, honey, so I'm finna end this. All right. Like I said, I did because I'm wearing my heating pad, y'all. You know, it's just one of them days. All right. So it ain't bad though. It's really not. It is not bad. I promise y'all before y'all get up under these comments and oh my God, T, and oh my God, this, you need to go and drink this, you need to go and eat that, you need to go and see this, you need to go to the healing place there. It ain't like that, y'all. It's really not. I'm chilling, vabbing, doing what I gotta do. It's just whatever. But I totally appreciate each and every last one of you guys that came up here. This was a lot of fun. I like it better with a controlled environment. Next time though, I'm gonna make sure that it be at least about an hour and 30, maybe 2 hours. If I am gonna continue to do this as a controlled thing, I think it needs to be longer, just so that I can have more people at a time. I just ain't got it in me to do right now, honey. But and T, how you said I was wrong last night when I said males should say pick a side, but you understand that. No, no, no. No, because even with you, I understood where you was coming from, but y'all still need to go and sit down somewhere and ain't no damn sad to pick. I still feel the same way I feel. I just understand why y'all feel that way, and I understand why Mellow Mellow feels like that's what she should do. I still say, girl, please, ain't no sad to pick. And if it is, you pick it for them. And that's doing what you did in that scene. You picked your real friends and you had your scene with your real friends. And I'm more than sure you had a good night. You had a good time. Kiki and the calculate. It won't fake. It won't phony. It won't put on for the cameras. It won't none of that. Man, Percy trying to call me out. I know you lying. Shout out to everybody that came here. I totally appreciate you guys for y'all super chats. Thank y'all so much for your super chats, baby. Thank y'all. I received them. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the cash app that I received too. Thank you so much, babe. I totally appreciate you for that. Y'all continue to get the discussion popping. However, down in these comments, let me know who y'all agree with, who y'all didn't agree with, what y'all want to see more on the show, what you don't. And will this be back on this channel next week? It might, because ain't nothing else going on, y'all. And I don't want my numbers to start slipping here. So, and it ain't nothing else to review right now. So it might be back here next week. We gonna see unless a miracle happen. It might be back here next week. I don't know. But just be on the lookout. But until then, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. That.
Would you love me?